Before there was sound, there was stillness. The rainforest lay untouched, a cathedral of mist and ancient air. Light crept through the canopy, not in rays, but in whispers, brushing over ferns, gliding across stones slick with the memory of rain. Deep within the roots, something stirred. A spark older than language, older than the sun itself. Cells dividing, eyes forming, breath trembling against the weight of eternity. The first heartbeat echoes through the soil, faint but relentless. Leaves shudder, water trembles, and then motion. A creature blinks beneath the dawn, its skin glistening with life newly born. The forest responds like a living organism, vines tightening, insects humming, every corner vibrating with the rhythm of awakening. This is the moment the wild opened its eyes, the beginning of everything that ever breathed. If you love the wild, join our journey. Subscribe, like, and share your thoughts. Nature's story continues with you. The air thickens with life returning. Beneath damp leaves, a bronze insect stirs, its body gleaming as sunlight cuts through mist. Each movement sends tiny tremors through the soil, awakening ants, larvae, and the hidden heartbeat of the earth. Above, mist glides between roots like smoke. Droplets fall in rhythm, feeding moss that has known endless rains. In the shadows, eyes open, dozens unblinking. Amphibians crawl from secret pools, wings tremble, testing the air for the first time. Then comes the rhythm. Chirps, clicks, deep calls rising together. The pulse of hunger, the pulse of survival, the pulse of life reborn. Deep in the jungle, every leaf breathes, every shadow listens. The forest is alive again. The forest never sleeps, it only shifts its rhythm. As the sun climbs high, life moves with a pulse that feels almost musical, but it's a song of hunger and instinct. In the tangled heart of the jungle, every rustle means something. A chase, a hunt, or a narrow escape. A mantis freezes mid-breath, its glassy eyes locked on an unsuspecting moth. A snake glides through the undergrowth, silent as a shadow. And above it all, the cry of a macaque echoes through the canopy, a warning that cuts through the heavy air. Predators stalk not out of cruelty, but out of necessity. Their motion is elegance defined by purpose. Claws meet soil, wings slice air, teeth meet fate. Each creature, from the tiniest frog to the apex hunter, dances to the same rhythm, survive or vanish. But even here, in this raw struggle, there's beauty. The way sunlight ripples through, the leaves as a panther, slips between beams of gold. The shimmer of a dragonfly, hovering over danger it can't comprehend. The forest doesn't judge, it simply witnesses. And when one life ends, another begins. That's the law written into the roots, the law every heartbeat obeys. In this place, survival isn't a tragedy. It's art, wild, brutal, and breathtaking. The rain does not begin gently here. It arrives like a declaration. A single drop becomes 1,000, and in moments, the sky dissolves into water. The forest bends beneath it, not in fear, but in recognition. This is the rhythm it has always known. Chaos is creation. The light fades into a silvery dusk, and the jungle begins to hum. Mist rolls over the canopy, soft as breath, yet heavy with life. Each tree becomes a living monument, trembling under the downpour, channeling rivers down its ancient skin. Thunder rumbles across the mountains, deep and distant, a heartbeat echoing through the green. In the storm's heart, motion never stops. The air quivers with energy, with survival, with stories written in rain. Somewhere beneath the leaves, unseen creatures wait, listening to the pattern they've known since the beginning. Every gust of wind carries scent, sound, and warning signals in nature's language, unreadable to us, but vital to them. The downpour deepens relentless. Puddles merge into streams, streams into rivers. The forest floor becomes a mirror of the storming sky, restless, alive, shimmering with movement. Here, the boundary between air and earth disappears, replaced by one living, breathing system of water and sound. And when the thunder quiets, the jungle exhales. Steam rises, slow and spectral, as if the land itself is dreaming. What remains is not stillness, but renewal, a rebirth soaked in silver light and rain. For in this place, every storm is not an ending, but the pulse that keeps the wild alive. Night descends over the rainforest like a slow tide of shadow. The last traces of daylight bleed into the mist, turning the forest floor into a veil of silver and green. Every leaf glistens with the memory of rain, trembling softly in the cooling air. For a brief moment, the world feels still, as if the forest is holding its breath. Then, almost imperceptibly, life begins to awaken in the dark. The air fills with quiet motion, wings brushing through fog, footsteps soft against damp soil, a whisper of water trickling between roots. Tiny lights blinked between the ferns, signals in the blackness, too precise to be chance. The temperature drops, the sounds shift. What was once a chorus of day now becomes a language of echoes. Somewhere above, eyes catch the faintest glimmer of starlight. The rhythm of the forest changes, slower, deeper, pulsing like a heartbeat beneath the trees. Moist air drifts in waves, heavy with the scent of moss and earth. Mist curls around the trunks, wrapping the forest in a dreamlike haze. And in this twilight world, everything moves with purpose, cautious, unseen, but alive. Raindrops tap against broad leaves, a rhythm older than memory. Wind sighs through the canopy, carrying the distant call of unseen creatures. Every sound tells a story of hunger, of curiosity, of survival. And as the night deepens, the rainforest becomes what it truly is, a living, breathing symphony of the dark. The forest exhales beneath the weight of darkness. A slow breath moves through the trees, carrying the scent of damp earth, moss, and unseen life. Mist curls between the roots, rising like smoke from the hidden heart of the jungle. Every sound is sharper here. The soft drip of water, the whisper of wings, the quiet stir of something just beyond sight. A faint shimmer glows through the fog, where moisture clings to every leaf like glass. The canopy sways with unseen movement, shadows drifting across pools of pale blue light. It feels timeless, a world suspended between dream and memory. Insects hum in layered harmony, their voices merging with the pulse of rain and wind. Far in the undergrowth, ripples form on still puddles, echoing with the rhythm of 1,000 tiny steps. A chorus of hidden life awakens, rising and falling like a tide. Somewhere, branches creak under the weight of night wanderers, their silhouettes ghost-like against the fog. The forest glows, not from light, but from the quiet persistence of life itself. And as you listen, you begin to sense the truth that darkness reveals, that the night is not silence, but the heartbeat of the wild continuing unseen. It is here, in this deep night realm, where nature whispers its oldest secret. Life never truly sleeps. When the last light slips behind the trees, the forest exhales, a quiet breath that carries every story ever lived. Life does not end here. It simply folds into itself. The river keeps whispering to the roots. The stars keep watching over the restless earth. Every creature, from the smallest wing to the largest stride, moves to the same ancient rhythm. The sun will rise again. The shadows will return. And between them, life will keep its fragile promise to begin again and again. Because balance was never meant to be conquered, only remembered.